Hey, what's up, guys? Old Goats, Young Bucks. I got Young Buck Jonas, Old Goat, Hoffa, and I'm the GOAT. And we're going to do some current events right here. What was happening now? And the number one thing, it's been a week, but I still feel like it's number one is number 24, number 8, Kobe Bryant passing away. Still number one. They just gave him his memorial at the Super Bowl tonight. And tragic, especially since his daughter was on board.
Very tragic.
Other children, other families were on board. The chopper, and it went down. Just crazy, man. I don't remember anything else like that.
Yeah, it was like out of nowhere, dude. I remember I was
Sunday,
there hanging
right?
out. Yeah, I was there chilling at the crib, and all of a sudden, I think you text me. You sent me a text, and then I got a bunch of texts from everyone saying that they just came out. You know, now with social media and that shit. The minute it happens, dude, there's like fucking like 30,000 fucking tweets and postings on Facebook and Instagram, and it's just fucked up.
On that note, I saw something that said that his wife found out through social media that he passed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was like they're trying to sue TMZ for that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They gotta get in line. I think everybody fucking wants to sue fucking TMZ.
But
it's fucked up though. It's crazy though, man.
Media.
I mean, especially like you said, his daughter was on board. I mean, even for him, dude, that's a fucking terrible way to die, bro. I mean, you can't really speculate because none of us has ever fucking died before. But if you're in a fucking helicopter,
haven't died yet, dude.
Never.
Fucking rookie.
No, but to be in a fucking helicopter, dude, and just fucking, that it's going down, and just become like a fucking ball of flame, and your daughter. I've never been in a car accident or an accident. I have 2 kids, a 9-year-old and a 3-year-old, and thank God, I'm not gonna knock on wood because it fucks up the audio, but I have 2 kids, and thank God I've never been in a situation that, God forbid, that that I think that something that either I myself or one of my kids are gonna lose their life. But I mean that's fucking terrible, man. You're fucking there, you're with your kid, and there's nothing really you could do for them, man. You know that they're gonna die and you're gonna die with them.
2 things to retort to that. One, I heard a report where they found the bodies and he was hugging her.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Which is
when
touching.
They recovered the bodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be a lie though. People are just laying it on thick.
Yeah, whatever. It'd be nice to think that they were hugging. 2, congratulations over here, my man. There's a baby on the way.
Yeah. Congrats.
Over here. You just fucked your life up, dude.
Big Papa Jonas.
But yeah, dude, it's a fucking sad story, man. It's helicopter. I always think like airplanes are safe. Then private, like small planes are less safe, and then helicopters are below, because like an airplane. Let's say your engine shuts off on an airplane, you could still try to fucking land that shit somewhere, right?
Right.
Your fucking
propeller.
Yeah, your fucking engine or your propeller goes, or not your propeller, your fucking engine on your chopper goes bad. You're fucking going down, dude.
Yeah.
What I read about that guy is, the police and the fire department had grounded their choppers that day because of foggy conditions.
Yeah, they said that in the San Fernando Valley, which I think is where they went down. I've been to California. I don't know about you guys, but if you guys haven't been to California, I'll tell you in the West Coast, man, the Pacific Ocean, the fucking water is fucking freezing fucking cold, man. Like nobody goes to the fucking beach there like down here and fucking in thongs and fucking hanging out with fucking little bathing suits and shit. Dude, everybody over there goes in the fucking water with like a wetsuit on, or the fucking water is fucking freezing cold, man. So what they said was, the report said that the water was like extra cold that day, and then the moisture of the cold water getting into the air created a real thick fog, man. So when they left, the chopper left from L.A., the L.A., everything is pretty flat. There's not too many hills or mountains or anything, But once they got to the San Fernando Valley, which is heading north, I think it's northwest, if I'm correct. That was the route that they were taking. I think they were going to like a school or like some sort of like youth center or something that Kobe owned or something. I don't know. They were doing like some event or something.
Yeah, it was a basketball game for his daughter's team.
So they were going there, and I think the fog was really bad. And from the reports and stuff that I read, they said that they missed the top of the hill that they hit, like the cliff, by like 20, 30 feet, bro. Which is pretty fucking. 20, 30 feet is a lot, bro. The fucking fog is gotta be pretty bad, bro, for you to fucking hit, that fucking. It wasn't even close, man. They pretty much like slammed to the fucking side of the cliff.
Yeah, when you're in the air on a chopper, like 20, 30 feet right now to us may seem like a lot, but like when you're in the air flying a chopper, like it could be, you're flying fast. Right? Because you're going forward or up or down or whatever. Chopper can do all that things, obviously. I don't have to explain to you what a chopper can do. But it seems to me that the pilot made an error.
Dude, but that fucking pilot was like, like it wasn't like some guy like just started flying, dude.
No,
this guy
he had
like,
a lot of hours.
A lot, dude. And this guy, like, not only for Kobe, but this guy does it for like several different basketball players and celebrities. And this guy's like a private pilot, like for all these like big honchos,
For
so
sure.
it's not like the guy just got his pilot license and fucking said, all right, you know what, let's hit the fog and we're gonna fucking slam off the side of this cliff and kill everybody. The guy knew what he was doing, dude. But I think it was just one of those things that maybe the guy, like, I don't know, maybe they told him to ground it, that like it wasn't safe to fly, and maybe he was like a little too cocky, or maybe he it was bad judgment, and he said fuck it, let's do it anyway. Or maybe Kobe, we don't know, we weren't there, we're just speculating now, but Kobe might have said, what, listen, I can't.
We're not expert. Let's speculate.
Yeah, maybe Kobe or somebody else on the fucking chopper said, hey, listen, bro, we got to make it to this game. Fuck it, fly through it,
Right.
Even if the guy said, no, man, I don't think it's safe, whatever. They said, fuck it, dude. We're paying you, fucking fly through it.
Well, another thing that I think is, what if that pilot thinks, I may not get hired again if I don't get this guy here on time.
Right.
And you know what? I'm not going to make a big deal about this. I'll get through that fog. I'll get through those special conditions, and you feel some pressure where, you're like, fuck, I can't let this guy down, dude. I can't get him late to his daughter's game. There's got to be a little bit of that, right?
Yeah, maybe, maybe he had done it before, Maybe he had flown through conditions, maybe not that bad, but he had flown through some bad weather, and he had, and he had come out on top, and, hey, bro, shit happens, dude, Every time you get in a car, a plane, helicopter, train, whatever the case may be, dude, you're basically rolling the dice, dude. You don't know what could happen.
Would you fly in a prop plane?
Oof, I don't know, bro. I seen the fucking La Bamba a couple times, bro, and it's kind of scary.
He died on a prop plane?
Yeah, a little
prop plane.
Yeah, well, a propeller.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, La Bamba was like one of those little.
Not a prop replica plane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I've thought about
I've never flown like in a private jet. Obviously, I'm a fucking Joe Blow, but I've flown, obviously in regular. The longest flight was to Italy, and I believe it was I don't know, it was a long time ago.
10?
I think it was 10 hours, something like that, and it fucking felt like a fucking lifetime, dude.
No, but you were in a full-blown airplane.
Yeah, and I just got married and shit. I was all fucking hyped up.
Have you ever been
happy.
on a prop plane?
Never, bro. Never. I don't think I'll ever do it.
Would you ever get on a prop plane?
Yeah, I think so.
I've thought about, at times, at some point, maybe I'd like to have one.
Yeah?
Like a Cessna. You could fly to the Bahamas and shit, or to the Keys and shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just kind of crazy.
Why, dude?
Why? Because you could fucking die like
well,
Kobe
you could
Bryant,
die right
dude.
now, dude.
Yeah, I could die like now, but
you could die right now.
Yeah, but
right now, fucking lightning could strike right now through the roof and fucking.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Does that mean you're gonna be like, I'm not gonna do the podcast, dude? There's a chance that like a lightning bolt.
If I knew lightning was gonna hit me, yeah. I'm out of here.
I mean, it's
it's
a possibility. I'm telling you right now, it's a legitimate.
No, of course. I mean, dude.
Life.
Right after 9/11, like me and my wife went to New York, like maybe like a couple of months, like after, dude, like right after. You know, and we weren't afraid to fly or anything, you know, thinking about any like terrorist attack or no shit like that. But, you know, I mean, I'm a firm believer in like destiny, dude. And like, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go, you know, and you can't live your life in fear, bro. You know, you got to live your life.
No.
You know, whatever, you know, if you want to take a trip, take a trip. If you want to,
sorry,
you know, but at the end of the day, dude, like if the more times, I mean, it's all statistics, bro. If the more times you fly, like these people that are like businessmen and they have like freaking flyer miles and they're fucking in planes all the time and they take planes like how me and you and Jonas fucking, you know, drive our cars to get to work or whatever. Statistics show, dude, those people are more likely to fucking die in a fucking airplane accident, bro.
That's a numbers game.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, if you're fucking taking a chopper every time you go somewhere, hey, with my daughter's game, hey, let's go pick up some fucking BK. Hey,
I'll tell you, I'm 42. Yeah. There's zero chance I would have landed in a fucking helicopter, died in a helicopter crash, because I've never been in a fucking helicopter.
Yeah. Well.
So there's fucking no chance of me dying in a helicopter ever.
Yeah, well. I mean,
that's why I don't fly in helicopters. No,
it's fucking.
Never been in a helicopter.
I mean, to me, honestly, man, like the what I take away from this story the most, I mean, besides the tragedy of one of like arguably one of the best basketball players in history. I mean, Kobe was up there, dying, and his daughter. You know, nobody wants to see a 13-year-old girl die. You know, that's like her fucking life hasn't even begun yet. But how about everybody else, man? Like the other 7 people, bro. They pretty much got like pretty much like their, I wouldn't say their fame, but you know, like death is a pretty fucking big thing, bro. Like when you die, or you know, somebody dies and comes out on the headlines, or you know, it comes out on the news and shit. Like that's that's a big fucking deal, bro. And these 7 people basically like got like pushed aside or like forgotten, just because Kobe Bryant and his daughter were on the helicopter with him, you know. I don't know if it was like maybe like a liability thing that they can't really release the names of the victims.
Well,
whatever,
the names
you know?
are out there though. We know where they are.
Well, now, but I'm saying when it first happened, like they just said, "Oh, Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter died." Gigi. But they didn't mention the other people. I mean, they mentioned there was other people, but they didn't say their names. They didn't say anything, you know?
Yeah, I think it took a couple of days to find out the pilot's name, and then the baseball coach, his daughter, his wife, another couple. I mean, honestly, dude, the bottom line for me is, if there was a helicopter crash without Kobe Bryant, we probably wouldn't fucking hear that much about it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly my point.
The reason we know about it is because it is Kobe Bryant. Man, I don't want to be a dick. You know, fucking he was a great basketball player and all that. You know, it's been a week now. As of today's recording, we're on Sunday, a week after he died.
Right.
Let's let the man rest in peace already. You know, I think there's been enough tributes. There's been enough, you know.
Yeah, I seen like a guy like getting his fucking jersey tattooed on him, like his whole like upper torso, like getting a tattoo of his jersey on him,
like on his body, like
his whole fucking torso is like wearing his jersey.
Hey, to each his own.
I mean, that's a little. I mean, to me, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. 'Cause that guy, maybe his mom died or his grandma died, and he doesn't fucking pay tribute to them. But that's a fucking guy he never met, just because he was a great basketball player. Oh, let me fucking tattoo his jersey on me.
Yeah.
Some people are fucking ridiculous, man.
I hear you. I'm with you.
I mean, society is just fucked up, dude.
How big of a impact did Kobe's death have on you, Jonas?
Not an impact. It sucks. He was definitely up there in one of the greatest.
I don't know. Like, is he the Michael Jordan of your era for you?
No, LeBron. It's the Michael Jordan.
LeBron's the GOAT of your era?
Yeah. I didn't.
But it's because he's still playing, right?
Yeah, I didn't really see.
You didn't really see Kobe?
play. No.
Holy shit, man.
Wow.
I forget,
this
like,
fucking guy's young as shit.
that's what I'm saying. I forget how young.
This guy's not a young gut buck. He's a fucking baby buck.
And
I'm like, Kobe Bryant's still a rookie to me, dude. He just started playing. Dude.
And the crazy thing is that Kobe came out of fucking straight out of high school, dude.
Yeah.
And that guy played like 18 NBA seasons, right?
Oh, when
it was
I
like
saw
18
he
seasons.
died, dude, they were like, Kobe Bryant 41. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm fucking older than
He's
him.
fucking our age, bro.
I'm like, I'm just
Kobe Bryant was a
little bit-
fucking old goat.
Yeah, I got you. So not really that much of an impact on.
yeah, but it's also because I'm not.
You didn't
from
see him
here.
play that much.
I'm Argentinian, so when I came here, I was into like soccer and stuff. So
You weren't into basketball,
yeah, not really. And
but you know who Manu Ginobili is, right?
yeah,
Right.
2010 was his.
You
his
know who Delfino is, right?
No.
That was another Argentinian guy. I think that was his name, dude.
2010
you
was
know
his
who's-
last championship game, right?
You know who Scola is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scola, he was center for I think fuck, dude, he played on the fucking national team for Argentina. Scola, I think he was a fucking Spur at one time too.
Yeah, I think so too.
We'll
I think
have to look
I
that
think
up.
It was the Spurs.
But
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Spurs
no.
had like the all Argentinian team.
I know who he is. I seen him play, but not
yeah,
his
like,
prime.
like long hair. Yeah, I mean he wasn't. I mean the greatest Argentinian player of all time is fucking Ginobili, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Greatest fucking flopper in fucking NBA history.
Ginobili?
That guy, yeah, dude, that guy created the whole flop thing.
Why you trying my man's over here?
He
dude?
tried. I'm sorry, bro, but this fucking guy basically like reconstructed the whole NBA when it comes to the whole flopping shit, dude. Like he started all that flopping shit. And that shit comes from soccer, dude. If you watch any fucking soccer match, dude.
We're tracing it all back to Argentina.
Dude, these fucking guys flop like crazy, dude.
Yeah.
In soccer games, all they do is fucking flop. That never, ever. Show me a fucking NBA game before pre-Manu Ginobili that the fucking players flop, dude.
Are you saying he's the father of the flop?
He's the father of the fucking flop,
Holy
dude.
shit, dude. That's a hard claim, dude.
Dude, he's the father of the flop, dude.
We're gonna have to look into that, dude.
This guy's the father of the flop, bro.
I think he's just anti-Argentinian, dude.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
I mean, this fucking guy plays basketball, dude. He's not even like real Argentinian. He's like a basketball player. I mean, Argentinians, I see, boxers, soccer players, basketball, eh.
They've had a few, dude, in recent years. I don't think is there any current? Do you know?
No. I mean, they always do good, like in the Olympics and stuff, but
I mean, they beat fucking USA. They won one of the recent not recent, but like relatively recent world championships. I think Ginobili was on one of those teams.
the FIBA.
Yeah, that won the basketball World Cup. All right, let's move to another current event, a real fucking current and.
Yeah, I can't believe you put Kobe in front of this because this shit has like fucking 4,000 deaths, bro. Kobe's just one fucking death, dude.
Yes, it does not have that many deaths, but it's very fucking deadly. The coronavirus.
Right.
And we're not talking about the beer you drink. We're talking about fucking bats that Chinese people are eating that are becoming fucking some disease that we're spreading amongst each other. This all started in some sort of meat.
Well, not necessarily the bat, but I mean, I have seen videos of, I don't know. The videos are like legit. They're not like on CNN or Fox News or anything. They're like kind of like,
shit I'm watching on World Star Hip Hop. All right,
pretty much. But I have seen, Chinese
That's
people
number one fan.
eating bats and stuff.
well,
but,
they eat that shit, dog.
But
But I don't think it came from that, right?
well, it originates. The bat is a carrier of the virus, and what happens is the bat. I don't know. Well, you definitely haven't seen it, but you remember the Stephen King movie Cujo
You know what?
with the Saint Bernard?
I'm with fucking Jonas. I never seen that movie.
Wow, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But anyways, a little recap on Cujo.
Hit us up, dude.
Cujo's about a fucking. It's pretty much a dog. It's a Saint Bernard, which is a fucking huge dog, and a bat has rabies, and it fucking bites him in the fucking nose, and Cujo, which is the dog, the Saint Bernard, gets fucking rabies, and he pretty much fucking starts going to town on everybody. It's like in a small town, like some small hick town and shit. It's an old movies in the fucking 70s, I think. Late 70s, maybe early 80s. I think it's late 70s. Mm-hmm. But it's originally from a Stephen King book, and Cujo fucking goes to town on fucking everybody. He fucking kills everybody. But
nothing like
going
a dog
back
with
to
rabies. Rabies.
Yeah, going back to the coronavirus, the bats are the carrier. But what happened was, what was the name of the city again? Jonas.
Wuhan.
Wuhan. There you go. I was about to say.
Yeah, but he's a big anime fan, so he knows that.
So
or Japanese cartoon.
That's pretty much ground zero right there. That's where the virus originated from, which is the city of Wuhan, which is north of Hong Kong. And what it was like some sort of like a seafood market, and like they were selling a little bit more extra than just seafood. They had fucking like livestock, you know, they had fucking like exotic animals, dude, like animals that me, you, or Jonas wouldn't fucking eat, dude. Like porcupines and fucking badgers and all kind of crazy shit, dude. Turtles,
That's like
snakes.
a honey badger.
No, not a honey badger.
Right.
Just a plain badger. Hold the honey. But fucking there was fucking bats.
Did Honey
there.
Badger just win a Super Bowl?
Yes, he did.
All right.
But the fucking bat, there was bats there too. So I guess the bat had the virus, and it infected the other animals, and then the people there at the market buying the animals to take them home to eat them, I guess came in contact with the animal. I mean, you got to get close to the fucking animal to fucking eat it, I guess.
6% of bats have rabies.
Yeah, that's not a big percentage, yeah.
Well, wait a second, dude. Like, if 6%.
Yeah.
So, like, you got a bunch of Asians eating a bunch of bats, and then, like, 6% of them are going to have rabies. So, you're like...
Dude, I've seen all kind of crazy videos, man.
6% of the bats getting eaten have rabies. That means 6%
I've
of the
seen a video.
Eating rats. Bats have rabies.
I seen a video. It was in China, and it was a lady like with she had like a fucking buckets, man, and she opened up a fucking manhole cover, and she was basically like fucking like digging in the manhole inside the sewer with the buckets, and like taking out like sludge, bro, like old grease, like oil, I guess, that the restaurants and people like, you know, like flush down their sink or whatever, you know. And she was like picking up all this sludge, dude. It looked like, that shit looked like toxic waste, bro. She was putting it in buckets, and when she was doing it, she was like, she put it through like a filtration system, and she was like boiling it and doing all kind of weird shit to it, and then she would resell it back to the restaurants to fucking use it because there's a shortage of oil, of cooking oil, or whatever, because they're going like through like a big like recession right now.
Gross.
So I mean, dude. Eating fucking exotic animals, fucking recycling oil from fucking toxic sludge from a manhole.
Public service announcement.
I mean, dude, and then
don't do it.
Then you
Is that what you're saying? Don't do any of those things.
I mean, I'm just saying, dude. And you got fucking people in this country like with little signs and protesting McDonald's, standing outside, screaming at people, saying, "Oh, you guys are sick." Eating that crap, and you know, I'm vegan and don't eat a quarter pounder with cheese. Quarter pounder with cheese. These motherfuckers are eating bats and fucking badgers, bro.
So what you're saying is go to McDonald's, don't eat bats.
Exactly, bro. That's exactly my point, bro.
Don't go to Flint, Michigan.
Go with a fucking Big Mac. Don't go with a big bat.
Gotcha. All right.
Bat Mac.
Or a Bat Mac. Yeah. All right. Lay off the Bat Mac. Hit the Big Mac.
What the fuck?
That's what he said. I don't know. I'm with you, bro. Because 6% of them have rabies, dude. So you got a 6% chance if you're eating a fucking Bat Mac that you're going to get fucking some fucked up shit inside you. All right, coronavirus. It's fucking scary. There's been some cases in the U.S. There's been reported already. Human,
it's
human
still
contact.
Yeah,
already.
it's still like low risk, dude. Like over here, like they're not. It's not like we're in a state of emergency or anything. I think there's only been like maybe like 6 cases or like 6 deaths. Or
Yeah, but
like
we
that.
already had our first like human to human contact.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna happen, dude. But they're already like they're. I mean, I saw videos online like of
lay off the bat, Mac, though, right?
Definitely, bro.
Yeah,
hold the bat. Give me the Mac.
Right.
But I seen videos of the city, Wuhan, which is pretty much like ground zero, like where everything started. And I mean that shit looks like that's just fucking creepy, bro. That's just crazy, dude. That shit looks like something like out of a fucking like a post-apocalyptic, like a zombie apocalypse fucking movie, bro. They have everything like fucking gated off, and they got like fucking guys like with like body armor, like mask on, and like fucking AK-47s like waiting at the gates, and
like
they
one
got
of those zombie movies.
dude. It's fucking crazy, dude. I mean,
I'm worried for our sponsor, dude, manofactionfigures.com, because if there's any delays from Hong Kong,
they already said that the trade. I mean, stocks are fucking like plummeting right now.
yeah. Here's the thing
China
about
has one of the biggest exports.
Hong
the
Kong.
world.
Yeah, Hong Kong. All our shit, dude, is from Hong Kong. Here's the thing about manofactionfigures.com, though. They got a big fucking stock selection. So visit manofactionfigures.com.
You better check out your merchandise. They don't fucking try to stick a bat in there.
Nah, it's coronavirus free. We've checked it all.
Okay.
We check it all in when it comes to. We have a Corona meter. We drink a Corona. We check it. We know whether it has Corona or not. And if it has Corona, we drink it so you don't get it. Don't worry about that. manofactionfigures.com. Big selection. All your action figures, statues, toys, movie related, comic book related, video game related. Check it out.
Corona free.
Coronavirus free.
Coronavirus
We'll
free.
give you a Corona if that's what you want to drink, but coronavirus free.
Do you know why they call it a coronavirus, by the way?
I don't. I was trying to think of something funny to say, but I can't.
Well, like if you look at it in a microscope, it looks like almost like a ball, and then it has like spikes, and then the spikes, like the way they're formed, it looks almost like a crown, like if the ball's wearing like a crown,
Como una corona.
como una corona. So that's why it's called. That's why they call it the coronavirus.
All right.
But there are several strands, like the SARS.
That's like weed.
Yeah.
There's strands.
I don't know about all that, but the SARS, which you remember, it was like back in like 2002.
Oh yeah.
That was big, and that shit killed a lot more people, dude. That shit killed like I think it was like 10% or like 12% like deadlier than this one. This one's not really that deadly. There's only like maybe like I think it's like 100 and something people have died and like 4,000 something infected.
Yeah, what I was talking about earlier, the weird thing about this virus is that they say it's not as deadly because it doesn't kill as many people, but it's more deadly because people have it longer, so they can.
It's harder to detect, yeah.
And they can infect other people for longer
Yeah, it's
periods
like
of time.
it has a long incubation period.
So is it more deadly or not? We don't die right away.
Right.
We stay with it for a long time, but during that long time before we die, we can get more people sick.
Yeah, it's not as deadly as SARS, but it's definitely more contagious. More contagious, and it's harder to control the epidemic because let's suppose right now Jonas has it, and he's sitting here with us and talking, and and he's there with his face in the mic and everything, and we don't know he has it, and he's not coughing, he doesn't have any symptoms or anything, but he does have it. And then like a week from now,
how do we know?
Jonas is all fucked up. He can't breathe. He's in the fucking hospital. And
he's a Patriots fan.
And he already infected both of us. And we're already fucking here. We're here and we're hanging out with him. And
motherfucker,
we didn't even know he had it, bro. And that's what makes it difficult. That's what makes it hard for it to control the epidemic.
I think he might have it in his beard.
That's what makes it tough, man. That's what makes it tough to control the epidemic.
Absolutely.
We said that we're never going to use that word again, bro.
That's also what makes it dangerous, dude, is that it doesn't kill you right away.
Right. Well, it's like a flu. It's a respiratory infection.
The flu is a fucking killer, dude. That shit'll kill you, dude.
But the difference between the flu and this, that they have antibodies and they have a vaccination for
we
the
don't
flu.
have a vaccination for the shit.
They don't have shit for
Not
this. And then there's no way for them to create antibodies for you. So the only thing they could do is pretty much like if you stop breathing or you have trouble breathing, they could give you oxygen. If you're having trouble swallowing, they could put you, they could feed you through a tube or whatever,
Right.
All they could do is alleviate, the symptoms that you get, but they don't really have a way to make you feel better. You just have to pretty much go through the process, and hopefully you can fucking survive it, dude. It's like a roller coaster ride. But mostly the people that have died have been, elderly people, like older than 65.
Are you talking about coronavirus or the flu?
The coronavirus. No, the flu, man.
Who dies
dude.
of the flu? That has to be old people too, though, right? Mostly.
Yeah,
a
either
lot of people.
fucking old people or real small kids, bro, like babies, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the flu and you're like 8 months old, man, your immune system is not even completely developed yet. Not only that, there's some people too. There's always the exception to the rule. There's
Drug
always,
addicts.
I mean that too, but that's I'm talking about like regular people, not extreme cases like that. Like people that just don't like to go to the doctor.
Have you guys ever had the flu?
I have. Actually, both of my kids just had the flu, and my wife had it, and I had it.
Like legit flu?
Yeah, like fucking legit, dude.
You ever had the flu, Jonas?
I don't know. I had a cold.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's one thing.
Like, what's the flu?
Dude, I don't know if I've ever had, like, legit flu. Like, I'll tell you, 3 years ago, fucking 3.5 years ago, when I quit smoking, it ended up being the time that I quit smoking. I remember it was a Sunday morning. I tried to wake up. I just couldn't get out of bed, which is not fucking normal for me, dude. Like that's never happened. I just didn't want to. Like I didn't feel like I could have gotten out of bed, but like I didn't have any desire to get out of bed. I felt kind of just I was feeling off. It might have been a Saturday, and I just that day happened. I never got out of the bed that day. I spent the whole day in bed. I slept the whole other night. The next day came, and I still didn't feel like getting out of bed. And
early signs of depression, bro. Were you crying in the fetal position?
No, not at that point. I just felt tired.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's flu-like symptoms, man.
Well, that's funny you mentioned those exact words because the next day, my wife, Marina, says, you should go to the doctor. I'm like, yeah, I fucking should. So I go to the doctor, and they do that, like, they stick some fucking thing up my nose and shit, and she comes back, and you know what she tells me I have?
What? A sinus infection?
No.
Flu-like symptoms.
Flu-like symptoms. And I'm like, motherfucker, if this is like the flu, I don't want to know what the fucking flu is.
Right. Well, the thing is, you gotta remember, like, when you're a doctor, bro, like, nowadays, like, liability, bro, and, like, fucking getting sued and everything by people, like, misdiagnosing somebody. Like, if you throw the word flu out there, bro, that word flu has a lot of fucking weight behind it, bro. You don't want to be fucking telling people you got the flu when they don't have the flu because you're going to fucking create a fucking panic, bro.
Yeah, I had something like the flu, apparently.
So that's like the safe way, like the cop-out, like, oh, you got flu-like symptoms.
Yeah.
But we're just going to, do this and take this, and I'm going to prescribe you this, and just to as a precautionary. So if it is the flu, it'll help you, and you'll be good. That's the same thing they told me for me, my wife, and for my kids, They're like, well, they got red rings, they got like the redness around their eyes, they look like they're kind of like wheezing, like their breaths are kind of like short,
Mm-hmm.
They have fever, they have a high fever, so they have flu-like symptoms. So let's put them on this antibiotic, and we're going to give you and your wife the same antibiotic as a precautionary. Just take it. So if you do get it, it won't be as strong, it won't hurt you, it won't hit you as hard. And that's pretty much how they play it off, man. Like, they do that, But they're not going to tell you like, oh, yeah, you got the flu. We got to fucking take care of this right now. Because, you know, God forbid you don't have the fucking flu and, you know, you got some other shit, maybe a hangover or some other shit going on. And then you fucking go home and take the antibiotics and fucking croak. Now all of a sudden your family's got a fucking huge lawsuit, you know? So, even, I mean, nowadays, even doctors, bro. Doctors and, you know, everybody in the medical field, they got to be very careful and choose their words very wisely when they tell anybody, you know, they diagnose you with something, man. Because, you know, everybody now is looking to get a buck and, you know, this person told me this, but it's not accurate. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to get a lawyer. And it's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah. And you ruined my life, and I'm offended, and like we're all this type of shit.
It's antibiotics, make my fucking hair fall out. And
all I know, dude, is when I had that, I felt really fucking bad. And the only good thing I'll say about that time in my life is I quit smoking cigarettes.
Amen.
That's the only thing I got out of it, because
that's fucking huge, bro.
Yeah, my wife was like, you
used to smoke a lot too, man.
Oh yeah, like a pack a day. And she said,
me too.
Yeah. How did you kick it?
My son was born with asthma, dude, real bad asthma, and the doctor told, I mean, me and my wife smoked, and the doctor basically told us, listen, I know you guys don't smoke around him or anything, but his asthma is really bad, man. And, you know, all that smoking and everything, that shit stays in your clothes and everything. And when you guys carry him, you know, it affects him. So we decided, bro, together, you know, me and her, we just cold turkey,
that's
bro.
It? Just one day?
That's it. We just, I grabbed my cigarettes and her cigarettes. We dumped them in the trash, and we never smoked again.
I have my cigarette pack over there, August 16, 2016. I'll show it to you later. Over there. But what helped me was getting sick, because, you know, when you get, I always used to smoke when I was sick. That didn't fucking stop me, dude. I'd be the type of guy, like, I wake up in the fucking morning, first fucking thing.
No, of course, dude. I think everybody that smokes does that, dude.
Well, it's like a level. You get to that level.
Dude, let me tell you something, bro. One thing I learned about smoking, man, that it's not so much the kick in the habit. It's not so much the physical, actual smoking.
It's a ritual thing.
It's the ritual thing, exactly.
This is my taking a shit cigarette.
Yeah, shit cigarette, before bed cigarette.
After breakfast cigarette.
After coffee cigarette.
Yeah.
You know, after sex cigarette.
After dinner cigarette.
You know?
After fucking...
squeezing one out cigarette.
Hey, weird.
But that's just the way it is.
Patriots Lost cigarette.
It's my anime cigarette.
Anime cigarette.
Stuck in traffic cigarette.
Japanese cartoon cigarette.
Yeah. And that's the problem, bro.
I'm pissed off cigarette.
All of a sudden,
I'm happy cigarette.
All right, that's enough. All of a sudden, you're fucking all this.
Hey,
this is my after cigarette.
After cigarette. You ever had an after cigarette?
Actually, yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's like, I want another one, and that wasn't enough.
Sometimes I used to be, you know, fucking banged up. I want a cigarette
right now.
I used to be banged up drinking so much, and I used to have like a cigarette in one ear, a cigarette in the other ear, smoking a cigarette.
And you light the cigarette backwards. That's when you know you're fucked up, right?
That's when that's a sign that you can't drive. You gotta be careful.
Yeah. I've had that, dude. That's frustrating, because the cigarette's like 25 cents, right?
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, fuck, I just wasted 25 cents on that shit, dude, for being dumb and drunk.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a current events cigarette or episode.